The intense build-up to the Mike Tyson vs. Mitch Blood Green fight in 1986 captivated boxing fans across the globe. Tyson, at just 20 years old, was a rising star, known for his aggressive fighting style, impeccable knockout power, and aura of invincibility. His coach, Cus D'Amato, had nurtured Tyson into a devastating force in the ring, making him a feared opponent. Tyson's persona as an unstoppable machine was further amplified by the hype around his potential to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Mitch Green, however, wasn't intimidated. A seasoned fighter with a gritty persona, Green had a reputation for being outspoken and confident, and he wasn't afraid to trash talk. The animosity between him and Tyson began long before their fight, with Green calling out Tyson publicly, claiming he was capable of exposing Tyson's flaws. The rivalry reached new heights when Green taunted Tyson during press conferences, boasting that he would be the one to dethrone the young champion. This personal drama played a significant role in intensifying the atmosphere surrounding the fight. Fans were divided between Tyson's supporters, who believed he was invincible, and Green's loyal followers, who were eager to see the cocky challenger back up his words. When the two fighters finally met on May 20, 1986, the tension was palpable. The fight itself, power versus resilience. When the bell rang for the first round, Mike Tyson immediately came out with his signature aggressive approach. His speed, power, and ferocity were on full display as he relentlessly pursued Green, aiming to land a knockout punch early in the bout. Tyson's ability to close the distance between himself and his opponent, paired with his devastating body punches, kept Green on the defensive throughout the match. Green, though outmatched in terms of raw power and speed, showcased resilience, utilizing his defensive skills and jab to keep Tyson at bay for brief moments. Despite his defensive tactics, Green was unable to keep up with Tyson's speed and unyielding pressure. Tyson's punches seemed to have an unrelenting impact, leaving Green battered and struggling. However, what made Green stand out in this fight was his determination to survive. While he couldn't match Tyson's explosiveness, Green's ability to absorb blows and remain in the fight for the full 10 rounds was a testament to his toughness. The fight eventually went the distance, with Tyson dominating the rounds and Green struggling to mount any meaningful offense. Tyson's relentless pursuit and overwhelming power earned him a unanimous decision victory. Green, despite losing, gained respect for his ability to withstand Tyson's onslaught and for lasting the full 10 rounds, a rare feat for opponents facing the young Tyson. The aftermath, Tyson's continued dominance and Green's struggles. Following Tyson's victory, the boxing world continued to marvel at his dominance. His performance against Mitch Green solidified his place as a rising star, and the media began to speculate on how soon he would become the youngest heavyweight champion in history. Tyson's impressive performance against Green only added to his mystique, further fueling the anticipation for his future matches. With this win, Tyson's confidence soared, and he was fast becoming one of the most talked about figures in boxing history. For Mitch Green, however, the aftermath of the fight was less favorable. Although he showed immense resilience in surviving Tyson's onslaught, the loss to Tyson was a significant setback in his career. Green, who had built much of his pre-fight hype around his ability to defeat Tyson, was left to contend with the reality of his defeat. His inability to overcome Tyson left many questioning his potential, and the loss halted his ascent toward a championship title. Despite the loss, Green's toughness earned him some recognition. He would go on to face other notable opponents, but none of those bouts would match the significance of his fight with Tyson. In the years that followed, Green would remain known primarily for his role in one of Tyson's most memorable bouts, the infamous street brawl. A rivalry reignited. 2 years after their boxing match, the rivalry between Tyson and Green reached new heights in an unexpected location, a Harlem clothing store. On August 23, 1988, Tyson and Green encountered each other during the early morning hours, and what initially seemed like a chance meeting quickly escalated into a physical altercation. The details of the brawl are still widely debated, but according to reports, Green confronted Tyson with more taunts, attempting to provoke him. What followed was a chaotic street fight, one that spilled out into the store's aisles. The altercation resulted in both fighters sustaining injuries. Tyson reportedly broke his hand, while Green left the scene with a swollen face, bruises, and a bloody nose. The altercation was widely publicized and added to the growing drama between the two fighters. For Tyson, the street fight represented represented a continuation of his bad boy image. Though he was already known for his violent tendencies and controversial behavior, the incident further fueled his rebellious reputation. The brawl also had professional repercussions for Tyson. His hand injury forced him to postpone a scheduled fight against Frank Bruno, disrupting his boxing career temporarily. For Green, the street brawl became one of the defining moments of his legacy. While he may not have had the career success he envisioned, the brawl kept his name in the headlines and added another layer to his feud with Tyson. The altercation ensured that Green's connection to Tyson would remain part of boxing lore for years to come. Reflections on the fight and personalities involved. The Tyson-Green fight and subsequent street brawl offered deep insights into the personalities involved. Mike Tyson's boxing style was a direct reflection of his character: aggressive, powerful, and relentless. He was a fighter who demanded respect with every punch, and his victory over Green only enhanced his aura of invincibility. However, Tyson's volatile nature outside the ring, seen in his behavior and later criminal charges, served as a reminder that not even the greatest boxers are immune to personal struggles and controversy. Mitch Green, on the other hand, personified the quintessential underdog. His resilience in the face of Tyson's power showed his toughness and refusal to back down, but his overconfidence and trash-talking before the fight ultimately didn't serve him well. Green's own actions, from his taunts to the infamous street brawl, showed a fighter whose bravado often got the best of him. In many ways, Green became a tragic figure, a fighter who had all the skills but couldn't break through the larger-than-life presence of Tyson. The rivalry between Tyson and Green highlights the emotional stakes in boxing, where personal vendettas and bravado play as big a role as athleticism. Tyson and Green's personalities created a drama-filled narrative that extended far beyond the ropes, creating a compelling story of contrast and conflict. The importance of mental toughness in boxing. The Tyson-Green fight also serves as a reminder of the vital role mental toughness plays in boxing. Tyson, despite being overwhelmingly favored to win, faced mental battles of his own. His rise to the top was marred by personal struggles and the intense pressure of being a champion at such a young age. For Tyson, boxing wasn't just about physical strength, it was about the mental game, the ability to push past adversity and keep fighting even when the pressure became overwhelming. On the flip side, Mitch Green's mental fortitude was evident as he weathered the storm of Tyson's punches. Green didn't give up, even when it seemed like a knockout was imminent. His willpower to stay in the fight for all 10 rounds is a testament to his mental toughness. While his career never reached the heights he hoped for, the fight against Tyson demonstrated that even in defeat, mental resilience could be a defining trait of a fighter's legacy. The Tyson-Green saga shows that boxing is as much a mental battle as it is a physical one. Fighters must contend with both external pressures and internal demons, and the ability to handle this pressure can often determine the outcome of a fight. Tyson's overwhelming power made him a champion, but it was his psychological resilience, in addition to his physical attributes, that kept him atop the sport for years. The role of rivalries in boxing history. Rivalries are integral to the fabric of boxing, and the Tyson-Green feud is no exception. Boxing has always been about more than just the fight itself. It's about the narratives, the personalities, and the stories that unfold inside and outside the ring. Rivalries create the drama that draws fans in and keeps them invested in the sport. The Tyson-Green rivalry may not have been as significant as Tyson's other legendary feuds, but it still played a key role in shaping Tyson's public image and career trajectory. Green's bold challenges to Tyson and his attempts to stir up drama created a storyline that fans couldn't ignore. Even after their fight, their rivalry continued to evolve, culminating in the infamous street brawl that cemented their place in boxing lore. Beyond Tyson and Green, boxing has been defined by a series of epic rivalries that have shaped the history of the sport. From Ali versus Frazier to Mayweather versus Pacquiao, these rivalries have been the fuel that drives boxing's enduring popularity. Tyson and Green, while not as famous as some of these other duos, still represent the essential role of rivalries in the sport's mythology. The lasting legacy of Tyson versus Green. The lasting legacy of Tyson versus Green goes beyond just the fight itself or the infamous street brawl. It serves as a testament to the personalities and the dynamics that drive the sport of boxing. Tyson's brutal efficiency in the ring made him a global icon, and Green's resilience earned him a place in history as one of Tyson's toughest opponents. Though the outcome of the fight was never in doubt, it still left a lasting impression on fans. Beyond the ring, the rivalry highlighted the complex relationships between fighters, the tension between public personas and personal struggles, and the unpredictable nature of sports. Tyson's meteoric rise to fame was matched by his personal troubles, while Green's brashness and determination made him a compelling character in his own right. Together, the Tyson-Green saga captured the drama, the violence, and the emotional stakes that make boxing such a fascinating and unpredictable sport. The story of Tyson versus Green will continue to be remembered as one of the defining rivalries of the 1980s, both for the fight itself and for the off-the-ring incidents that followed. Thanks for joining us on this detailed exploration of one of the most intense rivalries in boxing history, Mike Tyson versus Mitch Blood Green. From their fiery build-up to their infamous street brawl, this saga is filled with drama, intensity, and unforgettable moments. If you enjoyed this dive into boxing history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more thrilling content. What are your thoughts on Tyson and Green's rivalry? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of boxing and beyond. See you in the next episode.